Wait till you see this quintessential American city that's name means peace, harmony, and tranquility.
Today we're going to take you on a tour of Salem, Virginia. Let's go. All right, so are you ready for your tour of Virginia's championship city, Salem, Virginia today?
I'm so excited. This is a great place to tour. We're gonna give you one of those driving tours where you get to pretend like you're here in the car with us.
Yeah, so just sit back, relax, have some popcorn, soda, whatever.
And we'll buckle up and go.
We'll buckle up and we'll get rolling, right? So, and we're not being like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, overzealous when it comes to Championship City. I mean, I'm looking at the water tower over here and it does say Salem, Virginia's Championship City. We're leaving the parking lot here, Salem Memorial Baseball Stadium, and then back behind us as well is the Salem High School Spartan Stadium as well. So that's where they play football on Friday Night Lights, right? And it's that time of year we're getting to right now. We're at the middle to end of August as we're shooting this. And so anyways, that's enough about sports for a second, right?
Well, I mean, the city really is known for its sports. It's a smaller community. It's got about 25,000 people in population, and because of that, they all kind of root together, right? Mm-hmm. They root for one another. You're gonna see a lot of people at the hometown games, and like you said, Friday Night Lights is really big around these parts.
It is, and you know, you've got, so within Salem, you know, as far as the school system goes with sports, you've got Salem High School, which is the city school proper, which is the one high school. You've got a single middle school, Andrew Lewis, then you've got four elementary schools that are here in the Salem community. And then if you have a Salem address but you're in the county, just to add a little bit of confusion for you, you got Glenver school system as well, which is, like I said, Roanoke County, but it is still considered Salem.
Yeah, so let's unpack that a little bit. Salem is located to the west of Roanoke City, and it is an independent city. And surrounding it, like you said, is Roanoke County. So it's pretty close. You'll have to look at a map and check that out. But there's some people that live just beyond Salem, but they come in the city limits, but are you know, considered Roanoke County and live in that school district. So, but it's interesting. The city of Salem has a lot to offer. A lot of people enjoy that because it is smaller in size, yet it has so much. I mean, you just talked about 3 great complexes, which is fantastic, but lots of events and restaurants. We're going to take you on a tour of all these things. We're not going to be able to hit it all because there's just too much to offer, but we'll highlight some for you.
Yeah, we're going to do our very best, of course, right?
That's right.
And let's not forget, you got Roanoke College here as well. And we're talking about, you know, education. But, you know, we started off with sports, but that's also linked up to education, in our opinion.
Absolutely.
So we want a strong education as well as a strong sports scene. Because, you know, Chris did sports throughout high school. I coached for a while, but I was not the best athlete. She was a better athlete than me. I'll go ahead and call that one out.
Well, and going back to Roanoke College, it's really cool to live in a college town because you have that energy and youth around you. You also have some opportunities culturally, and just being able to connect with the college academically, of course, has advantages too. But where we are now is on East Main Street and Lynchburg Turnpike, and right in front of us is the Salem Historical Society. They have so much going on in this beautiful historic home here, and then that's adjacent to Longwood Park. So Longwood Park, there's so many activities.
Yeah, they had a bluegrass festival, they had a jazz festival over here in Longwood Park. As you can see right now, if you can see through the trees, you can see some people out there right now doing swings and on the playground with the slides, and there's picnic areas.
Yes.
There's walking trails around there also. I've been known to be over there running some hills in the past. So that's a great opportunity. You can just walk if you live close to downtown.
Yes. And now we're going through, there's about, I would say, 4 or 5 blocks that are pretty historic and what we think of as quintessential Americana, right? In this historic Salem district. So we're going through that right now. You'll be able to see it on the right and the left. And then as you go beyond those 4 or 5 blocks. Then it's even more amenities, but more of those commercial nationwide chains that you would think of, like McDonald's and Walmart and things like that.
Big Lots, alleys, yeah, Chick-fil-A. Oh, and here comes McAdoo's, which is a kind of a local area franchise, so smaller, but it is a restaurant in Blacksburg. There's multiple here in the Roanoke Valley as well. Favorite spot for people to hang out. There's Awful Arthur's, which has a pool table in the back and place to, ooh, there's a new place going in. Stave and Cork, we'll have to check that one out.
That's
We're
funny.
so used to going straight down Main Street, trying to go into places that we don't always look on the left and the right.
And Churches, a beautiful Grandma's Attic retail shop, and nail salon. So everything's really compact here. This is a popular block with Old Salem Brewing Company, and then also the coffee shop, Mill Mountain Coffee,
which is hopping. Anytime we try to if we try to film a video inside the actual coffee shop itself, it's like lots of vibrancy going on, so it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
But it's a great place to hang out for sure. And here's the farmers market. Nobody there today. We're filming on a Monday morning, but that place is hopping from spring to late fall.
There's so much activity.
Lots of vendors.
Yeah, lots of activity in the farmers market. Over the holiday season, there's a giant tree that they decorate in the middle, and this is where Salem After 5 concert series is. They close down the parking lot, open it up to food trucks, and a great stage, so it's a lot of fun. Here's Charlotte's Web Antiques. A lot of people enjoy antiquing there. But yeah, the farmers market's right in the center of that historic district, so you've got that's a great community gathering spot. And then some historic, beautiful neighborhoods off to each side here of downtown area.
Which we'll make sure we get you some, we'll talk about housing, of course, here in a little bit.
Yeah.
We want to get you the features and the amenities first off for you, though.
Don't forget Gina's, food with flavor, nice southern cuisine. And on Sundays, sometimes they have live music, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're jamming some jazz and what, 70s, 80s maybe?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, bed and breakfast up here that's for sale, which you won't be able to see through the trees, but coming up right here, the Inn at Burwell Place.
That's a beautiful spot. And then we're gonna just take you on the other side of downtown by way of stopping here by Lake Spring Park, which most people call the Duck Pond. You can see it right here. That is such a fun place for families to go, hang out, feed the ducks. There's even a fishing rodeo that happens there once a year. That is a lot of fun. A beautiful place just to have a picnic lunch, spend time together with your family.
So one of the things that Salem has going for it as well is the fact that it's got its own electric department, so it provides its own electricity, and then also its own water as well. So everything is housed within the City of Salem government as far as who you pay versus Appalachian Power and some of the other ones here around the area.
Yeah.
They try to be self-sufficient.
Right. And we're going on the other side of downtown. We took a little break, fed the ducks. And now we're coming upon one of Salem's staples, the ice cream parlor.
Iconic spot. Yep, Salem Ice Cream Parlor. They got the Hershey's, 41 flavors. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, the cappuccino crunch. Yep. and classic cars on the weekends. Sometimes classic cars will come out.
Yeah, and then if you're wondering what my favorite ice cream is, I mean, I'm just saying, Graham Central Station over here. We heard about that, and once I tried it, I was like, oh man, I am hooked. They don't always have it, so when it's there, you got to get it.
And in the fall, you probably can see straight ahead. Hopefully, there's this. All the streets are covered with vendors, arts, crafts, everything. This is old Salem days mecca right here. It's right downtown, all the way through Main Street, and it is just stall after stall after stall of great crafts, food. It's just so fun. This is where I usually start my Christmas shopping.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, last year you came back and you were like, oh man, look at what all we got, like 3 or 4 different bags full of stuff. But that's great because you get to actually support local artisans, craftsmen, you know, business owners and that type of thing. And we're coming up right here is the West Salem Diner now. So they just changed the name of it. So we haven't actually eaten there. They do breakfast and lunch. And
behind there is El Jefe, which is a tequila bar, and they have some tacos. When I went there, they were really good. Great outdoor space too. And there's some lofts above these older historic buildings, so that's really pretty to see.
Yep, and across the street here, we didn't see it. I'll have to get some B-roll for you, but there's Joe's Deli, which do they have small sandwiches or humongous sandwiches?
Huge sandwiches. They are so good.
It's like this thick and meat on them every single time, so you can get like a half and you're full.
Perfect for a tailgate, right? We usually grab it, take it to tailgate, and listen to some great live music. Frank's Pizza, Corbin's Confections, really great confectionery there. But I want to mention the library that we're passing now. So as you see, and the library is right across from the coffee shop and the brewery. So everything is right here within walking distance, a couple of blocks. But Corbin's, they're gluten-free, they're nut-free, they're dairy-free, you name it.
It's all about being allergy conscious. Yep.
Yes, and people really seek out this bakery for that reason. They have wonderful foods.
There's my favorite wing spot right there, all sports.
Yes.
So football season's coming, so I can already taste them.
That's right. Some municipality services here, and then the Roland Hotel, which also houses Frankie Roland's in the bottom, a steakhouse, and the iconic, what?
Mac and Bob's, baby. Boston's own. Can we go to whoop whoop?
You have to go to Mac and Bob's. That's a staple in this community. It started out really small. Two guys that Mac and Bob that went to Roanoke College, and then it's blossomed into this huge restaurant, great outdoor seating, wonderful weekend vibe, and the food is just fantastic.
We were talking about education earlier, and we mentioned some of the schools, and we also mentioned you know, Roanoke College for higher education. So we're coming up on Roanoke College now on the backside off of Thompson Memorial, and thought we'd take you through the actual campus a little bit, and then take you to some of the houses, neighborhoods that abut Roanoke College.
It's such a beautiful campus too, very green, lots of trees. And we've gone to their beautiful gymnasium.
The Prager Center.
Yes.
Which is newer, as you can see. It is
right in front of us.
Top notch. There's this place for the students to be able to work out, where they do volleyball and basketball, of course.
And there's a lot of courtyards back in here. There's athletic fields that you're not able to see, but just the history of the college and beauty of it.
1842. See, it's been here for a while.
So nice.
And it's surprising. There's quite a few actual local folks that go to Roanoke College. They're like, oh, where are you going to go to school? They're like, oh, we're going to Roanoke College. I'm like, that's awful nice.
It is. It's great.
Stay local. Those are new flags.
They look nice.
So good job, whoever came up with the new flags. They meet Chris's criteria.
Salem has a variety of homes like most of our other municipalities, right? We have these historic, beautiful homes, antebellum homes, ranches over basements, a few modern homes, but not many, right?
No, not many, that's right. Yeah, so you're gonna have a multitude of options. You know, you're gonna have, you know, lower price point, you're gonna have the upper price point. I mean, there's one coming soon.
Yes, it is.
That's one of those stately ones, got big columns, makes you think of Southern manners, that type of thing. But you know, the median price point as of July 2023 is actually $327,000 for a house in the city of Salem. So with that, like I said, you've got some that are more that are smaller, you know, cottage bungalow style homes that are going to be, you know, under that price point. And then some of these more stately homes you're going to see along the drive here, you're going to be $500,000 up to $1 million, or maybe more depending upon the exact location, size, the amenities, that type of thing. There's one over on High Street that's listed at right at $800,000. It has been totally renovated, remodeled down to the studs and back up. Pretty impressive construction, and so that's about $800,000, and it's a big house.
It is.
So it's really good bang for your buck, actually.
Yeah. And so there's just different pockets. You know, you have to really explore the Salem area and the surrounding areas. But this neighborhood in particular, near downtown, you're going to get very walkable streets, nice sidewalks, established trees and things. And there are some newer subdivisions too in the Salem area.
So we're heading back west. I think about it for a second. We're heading back west on Main Street, just past the Lake Spring Park, Duck Pond, and so this is going to be the more commercialized area of Salem. So so you're going to have everything you need here. If you don't want to leave Salem, you don't have to leave Salem.
That's
You don't have to cross the Colorado Street Bridge unless you absolutely want to.
Yeah, there's doctors, there's hospital facilities, even the VA, which is a very nice complex, is right here in Salem. Large, very large too.
Yeah, it's huge. Like I said, there's big lots. You got a bank, you got Chick-fil-A coming up, you got
Lowe's.
Alejandro's Mexican restaurant, you got a Lowe's that you didn't see because it was on the left side. But you know, you've got Kroger, you got Food Lion as far as places to buy groceries.
Yeah.
Pet Supplies Plus, so you can get your pets what they need, you know?
Yeah, and Salem High School is to the right here off of Spartan Drive, and then you've got...
It's had a huge renovation over the last couple of years, which has just got completed, so that's new this year.
Many awards too. They've been recognized for many things, so great job, Spartans. And then residential areas off of all sides of this Main Street thoroughfare, so it's pretty convenient to hop in here if you need anything, just to go somewhere and grab it. So like you said, you don't have to leave.
So on the right hand side, you're going to see some greenway right there. The river's right on the other side. So one of the things that you'll have here in Salem with all the Roanoke Valley, as far as Roanoke City, Roanoke County, you're going to have access to the greenways, to hiking, biking, and those types of things.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, there's always someone, and watch, today there'll probably be no one.
Yeah, you won't see anybody there.
But there's always someone walking their dog or running, biking. It's flat, it's paved, it's relatively easy.
It's not always flat.
Well,
especially here in Salem.
That's true.
I mean, we got some hills.
Yeah, true. Okay.
On the greenway.
I take that back. But the greenways are a nice way to get out and enjoy nature without having to go on an elaborate hike. Yes?
I would agree with that. Absolutely.
Good.
And usually there's a spot like not too far from your backyard.
Right.
And that's what it's all about, is being able to make it easily accessible for you to be able to get out and about and enjoy the tranquility and the amazing nature that we have around here.
Like these fishermen. They're here and fishing. I love it. Roanoke County Parks and Rec. Roanoke County Parks and Rec and Salem, City of Salem Parks and Rec, two different entities, offer so many opportunities for the community, from very itty-bitty age all the way up to senior citizens plus, and there's so many things to do.
Well, I remember last fall and even this fall and into the winter, they'll plan like a day trip up to Snowshoe, right? So you go to Snowshoe, West Virginia, take the family, they'll bus you up there, you get to snow ski or snowboard all day, hang out, and they drive you back, so you don't have to even worry about it. You just like take your stuff, enjoy, come on back.
Sports, culture, art, you name it. Lots of opportunities. But I like what you were saying, because let's just talk about proximity of outdoor activities to Salem. You know, there's Appalachian Trail, which is very close by, and McAfee's Knob, most photographed spot along the Appalachian Trail.
That's right.
And then there's also Carbon's Cove, which has numerous opportunities to have recreation. You can horseback ride, you can mountain bike is what it's most known for.
You can fish.
And what else?
Kayak.
Yes, boat and hike and picnic, all kinds of stuff. And there's 3 entrances, right, for Carvin's Cove. And this one would be closest to Bennett Springs.
The one in Salem. Yeah, because we're pulling into Green Hill Park right now, which they have a touch a truck out here once a year where all the kids can come out and get inside of ambulances and fire trucks and like dump trucks and you name it, they can do it. And they had the Highland Games out here, which and a kite festival.
All kinds of activities. They used to have polo matches. I'm not sure if they do that anymore.
I'm not sure. They have an equestrian center on site, so you can actually you know, do equestrian. Shoot, I can't even think. We can do horseback riding. Here, let's keep it simple. I didn't worry about the equestrian. You're just gonna horseback ride.
That's right. It's a beautiful vantage point here. You're surrounded by mountains, and tucked over there on the right is the Greenway, of course. And then down here, there's some sports complexes and playgrounds. You always see people in the river having fun, wading, swimming, tubing.
We came out here one time with our daughters. They did a lemonade stand on like a Saturday or a Sunday. They set up and were raising some money. And we were amazed and impressed at the number of folks that were out just hanging out with their family. They were picnicking, they were in the river, they were in the picnic areas, they were on the lawn, you name it. They were just hanging out having a really good time.
So you can see this is a really big complex. Again, this is Green Hill Park. There's other parks. You saw Longwood Park earlier and Moyer Sports Complex.
Let's not forget about Moyer. We were going to talk about that earlier, I think, because we were talking about sports. And, you know, they host major tournaments there for softball, for baseball. You know, it's undergoing a renovation right now, so it's going to be even bigger and better in the next couple of years. But they're working hard on that, putting in a pickleball court. I know that's important to a lot of folks nowadays. That's become a big deal.
I need to learn pickleball.
So there's expansion going on to interconnect everything with the Greenway, because it isn't fully connected, but they're working on it.
And you can see some of the softball fields to the right. And just wanted to point out that for this size, Salem does have a lot of parks and greenways and green spaces to enjoy. And you'll be able to see the playground coming up here. I'm amazed at playground equipment. It keeps getting taller, and that's good. Get our kids more adventurous.
I was gonna say more adventurous, less fearful.
That's right.
Get there and have a good old time. We have multiple slides on that one.
Soccer fields up here on the right as well.
So this is a neighborhood here called Woodbridge, which we're going in on Kings Mill, the road here, and this is where you've got some 70s, 80s, 90s homes that have been built that are like a split foyer there. You know, that's more of a colonial. You've got ranches over a basement. These are very indicative of the properties that you're going to see Salem, Roanoke, all over the valley, to be honest with you.
Yes. It's funny, we usually say that there's not a lot of inventory in Salem. That means houses coming up for sale, because people seem to really like the community and stay. So there's not a lot of turnover or availability here.
Now we're moving into the Rustling Farms area, which are newer construction homes, and as you can see, there's some brand new homes going up right there.
And look at that view. Oh my word, that's beautiful. Those mountains.
So you've got some tri-levels. So you got basement, main level, upper level, and then you've got little patio style homes that are not connected that are over here as well. As we're leaving Woodbridge here, I just wanted to let you know that these houses in here, you know, they're going to be under that $500,000 price point. So we're talking about some of the more expensive ones over close to Roanoke College. But here in Woodbridge and the surrounding area, remember our Salem's July 2023 median sales price was about $327,000. So these are going to put you more in that price point, under $500,000, versus being like super high price, except for those that you saw over in Rustling Farms now.
That's right.
And some of those new construction ones, they are massive and they are not going to be cheap.
No, no. And that was just, again, a sampling of some of the homes. There's so many other places to explore. We encourage you to do that as well. And hopefully you've seen, as we've been driving around, the amount of curves and hills too. A lot of people ask, well, is it curvy? Do you have hills? And I say, yes, we are definitely a mountain town. There are parts of our valley that are flat and straight, but for the most part, we have some meandering curves and some hills to contend with.
And the railroad.
Yes.
As we're coming up here now, we got like brake lights because of the fact that the train just came through.
Yes.
There you have it, Salem in a nutshell.
I loved it. Thank you very much. So, hey, if you're thinking about moving to Salem or one of the surrounding areas, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
And we'll see you on the next video.